What's going on, guys? It's me, Junior Fan 2016 here, and today we have the NG Models November 2024 releases for you guys. I'm excited to see what NG Models has to offer for November 2024. They skip out on October, so I think they want to give themselves a break for a bit. But I think that's due to the commissions tab they have, because for the past months, in October for instance, they got a lot of commissions that are approved by voting. So as you can see, this is NG Models' new strategy for collectors to choose what wants to be released from NG. So I really like this kind of strategy NG Models did. I somehow got one of my models, or one of my votes coming in. As you can see, this Hawaiian A321 Neo, which was my, that was my that was my pick for NG's commission tab. That was approved by voting, so expect a Hawaiian A321 Neo coming soon. So we have the NG Models releases. So let me give you guys some all the various hints. I'm not gonna go over the hints, but I want to tell you how many planes there were. So there were 2 AC-30s, 3 AC-50s, 6 Boeing 737s, 6 Boeing 777s, and 6 Boeing 787 Dreamliners. And there are 2 Tu-154s as well. And they also released some NG lights too, so they also hinted out some NG lights. So there's 1 747-100, 4 747-400s, 3 787s, 1 747-8, and 5 Airbus A350s. So we'll see what they have to offer. And yeah, just super excited to see what this release set has to say. Now, I tried checking on the official NG Models website. I tried refreshing that, I refreshed that, but for somehow they did not update the website as of late, so I'm not sure, because they got the releases on Instagram. I did not see anything, so I checked on NG Models' website, and they didn't see, I didn't see that there wasn't any, the releases weren't out yet, so not sure why, but we're just gonna take a look at them on Instagram, that same goes for this website too. I tried looking at the 140 section, I didn't see anything, nothing. So we'll see what the release set has to offer. So we're gonna take a look on Instagram. Once again, I'm not gonna see anything, and we're gonna leave on with this Delta 8050. So the Delta 8050 was the first, pretty much the image after the release set. So with that being said, let's get started with the NG Models November 2024 releases, and I'm super excited to see what NG has to offer right here. There might be some November registrations. There were some November registrations though, so we're gonna see what they have to offer. So with that being said, let's get started. So moving on to the second page. So we're gonna take a look at the Instagram website, or Instagram page for NG Models, and we're gonna see the releases from there. So with that being said, let's get started. So our first aircraft on deck, so our first aircraft on deck. Before that, I do want to appreciate NG Models' amazing effort on this Delta 8050 in the LA 2028 Olympics delivery. They did an awesome job, and yeah, this is the ultimate collectibles. I'm excited to get that in the future. So with that being said, let's get started with the NG November 2024 releases. So let's see what our first model is, and we're going to start things off with... Okay, so we have our Star Alliance Airbus A330-300 or A330-200 from Air China. Nothing really too special. It's just another Chinese to release some NG because they're based out of China, so it'll be a nice model for all the Chinese collectors in that region. So we got our Star Alliance Airbus A330-200 from Air China, so really cool to see right there. I don't think these flights North America, because yeah, but other than that, it should be a cool model. Next up, as I go to the next page, and we have the same thing. Hang on, let me see the registration. So that aircraft is registered Bravo 6075. This one is registered Bravo 676. So it's another duplicate. What more can I say about NG's duplicate models? But yeah, nothing really too much. It's just the same plane but a different registration. But this is the aircraft sister ship Bravo 6076. So not on my list right now, but other than that, should be, you can pick whatever you want. I'm not really gonna complain too much. Alright, next up, we're gonna move on to our Airbus A350s, and let's see what we have first. And then we have a, is this okay, so this is the Ultimate Collection Package. So Ultimate Luxury Package for this Airbus A350. They released a standard version a couple of months ago, but we're gonna get the Ultimate Collection version of the Panda Route Airbus A350-900 from Sichuan Airlines. And yeah, they have various Panda liveries, and yeah, most of Sichuan's A350 are painted in this liveries. But it's a really cute livery, I'll say. You got there's plenty of pandas. There's like, oh, I remember, like, there's like, I've seen this lady before, but not in real life. So there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pandas in the port side, and yeah, they're just playing around, being cute. So that aircraft is registered Bravo 325 Juliet. I think that's the registration. Like, once again, I'm kind of looking on the Instagram page, so it might be hard to see, kinda, but I can still see it. Yeah, Bravo 325 Juliet. So really cool to see Andy Miles doing the ultimate collection on this model, like the ultimate collection package. Alright, our next 1850 might be something else. Okay, it's the same thing. It's just another. Okay, this looks like a different one. I'm not sure if NG released a standard version of this, but they also released an ultimate collection package version of this A350-900 Panda Ref from Switch 1. It's a little bit of a different design. There's still 8 pandas in total. 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, there's still 8 pandas in total for this side, but I'm guessing this guy's a little different. It's like he's just sitting. I'm not sure what he's sitting on, but yeah, there's that aircraft is registered Bravo 3266. I think that's the registration. Or is it Bravo 32? I think it's Bravo 32. Okay, gotta have to like make sure. Or is it Bravo? Yeah, these like Instagram pages are just so different. Like these Instagram pages, it just feels different like reading them through Instagram, because like the CGI image on Angie's official website displays a much more clear image. But that aircraft is registered Bravo 32 Golf 6. Alright, so that's our 1850. You wanna like scoot this aside. So we got our 1850 right here. 2 Panda Route 1850s in the Ultimate Collection package. Let's see what our next aircraft is. Our next aircraft, okay, we're getting the same thing. Oh, this is actually the standard version. Kind of like, oh, because like, I thought NG released the standard version of it. Like, have they released the standard version of this before? Well, there it is. So, same registration, same deal. It's just the standard version. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to our third 1850 from that lineup, and let's see what we have. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so is this a Cathay Pacific? This is a Cathay Pacific A350. Is this like that looks like a 900 when I look at it. Yes, it's a Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900. So they actually did like yeah, they did this before. They did another re-release of it. I'm not sure if that model is already sold out. As a matter of fact, I'll actually look right now, because like I know they did release an A350. It does not say on the NG website, so I'm not sure if that first release was already sold out already. But it's really cool to see NG Malls bringing back the Cathay Pacific A350, because like that's a really popular model, honestly. So it makes sense for NG to release a second release for this Cathay A350. And yeah, a really cool model. It's a really cool aircraft. They do fly these to SFO, and I get to see a couple of them during my trip, during my SFO spotting session. So really cool to see this beautiful Cathay Pacific Airbus A350 registered. No, not November. That aircraft is registered Bravo. Does that say? Okay. That says Bravo Lima Romeo. Excuse me. Bravo Lima Romeo. I'm guessing Mike or November. Hang on. I see a Air China. There was an Air China there, a China Eastern plane. Bravo Lima Romeo Mike is the registration of this Cathay Pacific Airbus A350. So, like, get my hands on that. It should be it should be a nice model for my collection. And I actually already have a Cathay A350, like a Cathay airline already, but not an A350. So, really cool for NG Malls to re-release it. Some collectors might say this is another second release and they kind of don't want it, but it makes sense because like that is a popular model, so it makes sense on why they're re-releasing it. Alright, so I already saw a China Eastern plane, and it's the China Eastern 737-800 in the Yunnan Peacock livery. I think it's what it says. Yunnan Peacock. Yeah, Yunnan Peacock orange, and it has the old logo. So I think they released this before. not sure if it's in the actual, like, within this color. I'm not sure if it's in this actual color, but it's really cool to see this Sichuan. Sichuan, I was thinking about the cameras. This China Eastern 80, excuse me, China Eastern 737-800. And yeah, the delivery looks nice. And overall, I think they did a good job on it. It looks very nice. And then we got the old China Eastern logo right there. So not on my collection criteria right there, but still a cool model for the Chinese collectors. So that aircraft is registered Bravo 5683. So yeah, that's our China Eastern. We're beginning the 737. So we got our first 737 down. Let's see what we have next. And then we have the same thing. I don't know why. I feel like we have the same thing. So same song, second verse. That aircraft was registered Bravo 1908. If I'm correct on that. Yes, I am correct. So it shows you. I'm not looking at what are those like on the other bottom section. But we got our China Eastern 737-800 in that same livery. Our next aircraft on deck is. Okay, so we got a Aero Cargo Boeing 737. I'm thinking this is like a P2F. I'm not really quite sure about this. I don't think this was released on NG's website as of late. So yeah, I'm not sure. They did not hint out another Bravo registration for this particular plane. So I'm not sure, or they kind of like, I don't know. This is a Aero Cargo Boeing 737-800 BCF. And yeah, really cool model right here. I see something about Royal Australian Air Force for some reason. But really cool to see engine models go. I'm not sure if they made this airline before, but yeah, another model for all these like Chinese collectors, or for some collectors who are making Chinese airports. But for us collectors, since I mean like it's not on my collecting criteria once again. But that aircraft is registered Bravo 5159er, if I'm correct on that one. Bravo 5159er. So yeah, I'm correct on that. So that's our pretty much third Chinese registered 737-800 right there. So really cool to see right there. But yeah, not in my collecting criteria once again. So I saw Royal Australian Air Force, something about Royal Australian Air Force, and let's see what that is. And then we're gonna get the Royal Australian Air Force Boeing 737 MAX 8. So this is I think MAX 8 BBJ. So Gemini Jets actually did this in their November releases. So NG Models is not sure if they're competing against Gemini Jets on this, but they're releasing that same model in the same month, just like what Gemini Jets did. So I'm not sure if this is like a competing on whose is better, but it's quite an interesting turn of events right there. So Gemini Jets actually did release this first before NG did. So NG comes in second for this. They did the same registration. So that is what's the registration on this MAX 8? That aircraft is registered for this one. It's Alpha 62001. So I think Gemini Jets also did the same registration too on their November releases. So really cool to see NG trying to like follow Gemini Jets' footsteps, I guess. But yeah, really cool to see right there. Our next model is, and then we're gonna get the same thing. So the difference is though, because Gemini Jets released one Royal Australian 737 MAX 8, NG released two. So this is the sister ship of that aircraft, Alpha 62002. So yeah, I mean at least NG Models is doing both Royal Australian Air Force 737 MAX 8s. So quite reasonable on, because like NG is kind of known for these duplicates, so NG decides to do all of the registered Royal Australian Air Force 737 MAX 8. But this should be a cool model for all these Aussie collectors. And yeah, I mean like the livery on the Royal Australian Air Force MAX 8, like the livery of the Royal Australian Air Force on this aircraft looks very nice. So that's our MAX 8 right there. Next up we have is, okay, are we getting another re-release of this? Okay, alright. So we're getting another re-release of a United 737 MAX 8. I think they released it in last month, I guess. But yeah, it's another re-release of a 737 MAX 8. So, I mean, I can't really complain. That is a popular model, but since this is another release, and it is a US model, it does make sense. And I think, honestly, if NG Models does like these re-release, like say for instance, they release a United MAX 8, last month and they decided to release it again. That's actually an exceptional for a November registered aircraft like this United 737 MAX 8. But once again, I'm just surprised that NG Models decided to do this again after they released it last month. So I don't know what to get. Should I get the first release or second release? But who knows? But other than that, this should be an. I think I saw the images, and I think that model should turn out to look nice. So yeah, really nice to see NG Models doing a duplicate for a U.S. registered airline. So that aircraft for this MAX 8 is registered November 17339er, and it's in the aircraft's Evil Blue livery. So really cool to see NG Models doing another take of the United 737 MAX 8. Yeah, once again, I'm not sure. Should I get the first one or the second release? But well, who knows? I'll see the first one first, and yeah, should be a cool model. Alright, so now moving on to the next slide, we have a TUI Boeing 737 MAX 8 in this rather interesting looking livery. It's almost like, feels like, I'm not sure what this livery is, but it does look distinct and unique. So we have the TUI livery, and then we have some kind of like taxi, and then we have some kind of like retro, like it has a cheat line over there. I'm not sure what aircraft this is, or what special livery this is. Okay, so here it is. So let me pull it up. So this is the TUI Boeing 737 MAX 8, and this is in the... Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, like how to pronounce that name, but it's in the TUI 50 years livery. So I'm guessing this could be like the livery of TUI's 50th anniversary, so you can see all the various like changes for TUI's livery. So this, I think they started off with this, and then the middle one, it's that next livery, and then this is their current livery. So real cool that NG Models managed to. I think it's been a while since NG did a TUI, so this would be like a good grab for all the German collectors and the European collectors. So that aircraft, if I can pull it up again, that aircraft is registered Delta Alpha Mike Alpha Hotel. So it should be a nice model right there, and yeah, looking forward to all these German collectors getting this. Not in my criteria though. Alright, so now moving on. Next up, we should have. Oh my! Oh yes! Okay, so yes, alright. So alrighty, so we're getting this one. We have the United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 from NG Models. So Gemini Jets did this months back, kind of like around Q2 of 2024. So I actually have that model, but I'm also gonna be getting this model because like I also wanted NG to do a United 737 MAX 9 as well, and look at that, we're finally getting our United 737 MAX 9 from NG Models, even though Gemini Jets released it before NG did. But should be a good model right there. I'm planning on getting this one as well in favor of my Gemini version 737 MAX 9, and overall should be a cool model for my collection. And yeah, I might do a model comparison whenever I get this model in my collection. So as I scroll to like the description, our 737 MAX 9 is registered November 27520. So that is the registration of that United 737 MAX 9. And I actually did see this aircraft back in January 4th of 2024 during my spotting session at SFO. So really cool to see this. I think I got like a taxi shot of that aircraft, like it was in that spotting location. So I did actually see this exact aircraft at San Francisco International Airport back in January 4th during my SFO spotting session on that year. Well, this year of course. So really cool to see that aircraft. I'll pull up a picture or a raw image of that aircraft I saw. And yeah, I think it was like the taxi shot while she was taxiing on the taxiway, and I was managed to get her on like the SFO station for the monorail, or like the light rail's automatic people mover. But really cool to see this. Once again, I'll be getting this model so I can compare that to my Gemini version Max 9. So really cool. Really excited to see that. And yeah, stay tuned for a mass unboxing of that particular model, because that Gemini Max 9, that's part of a mass unboxing. So yeah, that's our United Max 9 from NG. Really glad to see them do this, and overall excited to pick it up. So I think that's it for all the NG, like the 737. So maybe, but yeah, we'll be moving on to our 777s now. So we're gonna move on. Our first 777 will be. Okay, so we're getting another duplicate. Okay, we're getting another duplicate of a 737 MAX 9, which I can't complain. I mean, it's a US registered airline. I think there's high demands for like a United 737 MAX 9 from NG, even though Gemini Jets has already made it. But that's good for the collectors in the US. At least we're getting a duplicate of a November registered airline on that same release month. But other than that, whatever airline you want to pick, like you want to choose for. I mean, it's up to you. That aircraft is registered November 77578. And yeah, really cool model. I'm not sure if I've seen this particular plane in SMF while I was working, but other than that, really cool release set. Really interesting to see NG do 2 duplicates of United 737 MAX 9s, but hey, it's a popular model for all the US collectors, so it's reasonable why they released 2 of them in this release set. So really cool to see right there. And I think we should move on to our Boeing 777. So we're gonna get started with our 777s with. Oh yes, I've been wanting NG to do. Oh yes, I've been wanting NG to do this. I'm not sure if I did request this. Yeah, I did hint this out last month, but right here we have the Qatar Airways Boeing 777-300ER, and this aircraft is in the Formula One Global Partner livery. Really cool livery right here. And yeah, Qatar Airways, I think they're like the official airline of the Formula One races. So really cool that NG Models has done this aircraft. So yeah, I also wanted NG Models, I wanted NG Models to do this ever since this aircraft was first viewed to the public. And yeah, it's a really cool looking delivery overall. You got the F1 logo right there, and then you got the race car driver. It's just sitting as of course that's the seating position for all these Formula One cars. So that aircraft is registered Alpha 7 Bravo. So that aircraft is registered Alpha 7 Bravo Echo Lima, and I actually did see this aircraft at Seattle Tacoma International Airport during my plane spotting session on September 2024. So I do have that picture on your screen right now, and overall it was a really good shot. Wasn't expecting that particular plane to come to SCA, but other than that, all I can say is I'm glad I got that aircraft. And yeah, another Qatar Airways special. I think this was my first time, my first Qatar Airways special I caught. So really cool to see right there. I think I might also pre-order that model as well. Alright, so our next Boeing 777 we'll be taking a look at is, and we got a lot of Foxtrot registration, so I'm not sure it's gonna be some kind of an expensive month if I want to collect all these international airlines. But next up we should have is, and then we have our Air France Boeing 777-300ER, and this is in the Paris 2024 Olympics livery, just sticker in general. So we have our Air France 333 right there. This aircraft, I mean, it's just the standard Air France livery. They had the small titles in. That aircraft is registered Foxtrot Golf Zulu November Papa. And yeah, now let me look at the image. And yeah, it's the Paris GO 2024 sticker, and I'm guessing this could be the Olympics sticker. And I wish they actually kept this during the Paris Olympics, but I think this was painted way before the Paris Olympics, because I seen some images of their Airbus A380s with this sticker right here. So I'm guessing that was applied to this aircraft way before the Paris Olympics of 2024 this year. So really cool right there. So I mean, this sticker no longer exists, but yeah. Alright, so now moving on. Our next Foxtrot registration. Oh my god, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting for these 777s. Okay, we have the same exact aircraft. Oh, not sure, this same plane, the same sticker on the exact same plane. Not sure why they decided to do that, but that aircraft is registered Foxtrot Golf Sierra Oscar Hotel. Yeah, same song, second verse, same for the other re-releases, a couple of duplicates. But yeah, can't complain. Alright, next Foxtrot registration. Foxtrot 777 registration is... Okay, so what is this? What is it? Is this I mean, there's a sticker of the French flag. What is this? What special livery is this? This is the John 1 Graffiti livery. Okay, so, I mean, that's a really interesting livery. So this kind of a graffiti sticker. Well, technically, it's not really categorized as a livery, but it's a really cool sticker, I'll say. And I think this is a very nice model right there. So nothing really too special. That aircraft is registered Foxtrot Golf Sierra Oscar India. I think that's the registration. Yeah, sistership of excuse me. So I think I'm mistaken. So the previous registration, the one with the 24 sticker, I got the registration wrong. And that aircraft is registered Foxtrot Golf Sierra Quebec Hotel. This one is registered Foxtrot Golf Sierra Quebec India. I kind of mistaken the Q as an O right there, so I do apologize, guys. And what do we have next for our 777s? There we go. Oh man, That's what I want to see right there. Air France Boeing 777 300ER standard livery. Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting month if I want to collect these international airlines. So glad to see them do a standard livery Air France 777, but this has the smaller titles, but hey, I'll still get the small. I mean, I have an Air France 777 200DR in my collection, so I really do want an Air France 333 in my collection. So that aircraft is registered Foxtrot Golf Zulu November Alpha. So excited to get this model for my international collection. And yeah, not sure what I'm gonna do not sure what I'm gonna do with my Air France 222. Well, technically they did not release a Air France 222 from NG, but still I'll get the small because I don't have an Air France 333 in my collection and they've been flying these to SFO. So yeah, excited to get the Air France 777. And I think that's it for the first page. So there's another page that goes over the rest of the releases. So once again, the Air France 777 300ER, just small titles, is in my list right there. So kind of going, so yeah, really cool model right there. And yeah, excited to get that. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next post from AG Malls talking about these releases, and I think we're gonna go over the 787s now. So super excited to see what they have to offer for the 787s. Let's get started with. Okay, so we're getting another re-release of the Air France 333. No biggie. So there's a lot of duplicates for this month. This aircraft is registered Foxtrot Golf Sierra Oscar Golf, or is it Sierra Oscar Golf or Sierra Quebec Golf. Whoopsie. Once again, I'm mistaking the Q as an O, so my bad. So my apologies. So Foxtrot Golf Sierra Oscar Golf is the registration of that aircraft. And yeah, I've seen Air France 333s like kind of like a known thing for me because I would see them like divert to SMF a couple of times. So yeah, yeah, it's quite interesting. I somehow saw this particular plane in September 18th of 2023 while I was in SFO. So I think I have a picture about that. Yeah, I think I do have a picture about that particular aircraft when she's taken off. So I think I'll pull up that picture right now. But really cool to see this particular registration in real life. And yeah, this aircraft does have the smaller titles, which it does say on Jet Photos as of September 18th of last year. But really cool to see this exact aircraft. So Zulu November Alpha, I'll just pass on that, but I will be getting this particular aircraft, Foxtrot Golf Sierra Quebec Golf, because I've seen this exact aircraft in real life. So really cool to see right there. So that's our Air France 333. So once again, the Air France 333 will be on my collection list. Alright, so now moving on with our 787s. Let's see what we first have for our Dreamliners. We first have. Okay, so we have okay, this was not released. I don't think this was released. They just thrown a surprise. But right here we have a Qatar Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, and this is in the FIFA World Cup 2022 sticker, which that already passed already. So I'm not sure why NG is still releasing these. But other than that, I'm like, it's cool to see some FIFA World Cup liveries. I mean, I think they did this before, so I'm not sure why they're doing it again. But yeah, really cool model right here. The Qatar Airways 780, the Qatar Airways livery looks nice on the 787. Yeah, once again, not really on my collecting criteria right there. So that aircraft is registered Alpha 7. Is that Bravo Hotel Charlie? Let me look. Bravo Hotel Charlie. I'm correct on that one. So really cool to see right there. Not on my criteria, but should be a cool model for all the European collectors and Middle Eastern collectors right there. So yeah, what a curveball. That's one way to throw a surprise at. So next model up, we have. Okay, so we have a Qatar Airways Standard Livery 789. So what more could I say? I mean, I want to try getting a Qatar 789. I have not seen these particular planes before, but I never had a Qatar 787 Dreamliner. But yeah, I think that will be on hold. I'm not sure if I want to try getting a Qatar 787 in the future, but we'll see. So that aircraft is registered Alpha 7 Bravo Hotel. So yeah, another surprise from Engine Malls right there. So really cool. And yeah, once again, kind of on hold on the Qatar 787. I'll decide on that one. But yeah, really cool to see right there. Alright, so now we move on. Our next aircraft for the 787s is. Wow, okay. Oh yes. Alright. So right here. Okay, so this is. Oh man, now we're talking for the November registrations. Right here we have the Hawaiian Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. really excited for this model. I mean, of course, I've been working with Hawaiian Airlines for nearly a year right now, so I haven't seen their 787 Dreamliners as of late, but it's really cool to see them do another re-release of. I'm guessing this is the exact registration they did when the aircraft, when the aircraft was rolled out of the factory. I think it's either November 780, because like November 780 and November 781 Hotel Alpha are the two 787s for Hawaiian that are still active. So yeah, maybe it could be that one. Let's see. It's 781, their first Dreamliner well, quote unquote Dreamliner. This is actually their second 787 Dreamliner in their fleet. So really cool to see that right there. And yeah, what am I thinking about? But yeah, Hawaiian. Oh no, not Hawaiian. NG did release a Hawaiian 787 Dreamliner November 780 Hotel Alpha back in September 2021. However, that particular plane was seen when it rolled out of the factory in Charleston, so it did not have its name. It still had the antennas though, but this one in particular, that 781, this is technically their second 787 Dreamliner, but this is actually their first 787 Dreamliner to put into service for Hawaiian Airlines. November 781 Hotel Alpha, and then they got the aircraft's name right there, which is Kapuahi. So really cool to see right there. I'm thinking I might get this one in favor of my 780 because technically this is more up to date. So maybe I might get the Hawaiian 787 Dreamliner. So that's on my list right there. Alright, so that's a really nice release and really nice to see NG Models bounce back on Hawaiian Airlines. I hope they can make the AC-21neo soon, and hopefully a re-release of the Airbus AC-30. So really cool to see right there. So that's our November registered 787, and yeah, called it almost. I called it, so they got. Yeah, I put it down on the hints list. So yeah, really cool to see right there. All right, so our next aircraft on that lineup is. And then we have, so we have an Air Canada 787-9 Dreamliner in the Disney's Wish livery. And it's a very nice livery, honestly. And I think this is promoting Disney's Wish movie, which I'm not sure what year this was released, but you can see like a character right there, and then you can see like a lamb, and then you can see like the Air Canada logo. But it's a really nice livery. It might be an Air Canada standard livery, but what I do like about this special livery is they placed the Air Canada logo, like the Air Canada logo, way above like this section because of the lamb that's like just positioned there. So really cool to see right there. That aircraft is registered Charlie Foxtrot Victor Lima X-Ray. So yeah, really cool to see them do this livery. And yeah, I'm not sure how they're gonna do with like the copyright things with Disney, because like Disney is kind of like strict on copyright things, like anything that's made outside of the market. But yeah, we'll see how NG Models handle this. And yeah, should be an interesting model for all the Canadian collectors who want to get this model. Alright, so moving on, next up, and then we have ANA 787-10 Dreamliner, another re-release of this aircraft. Nothing really special. I'm not in my plans. That aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 981 Alpha. So yeah, it's another release of this particular aircraft. They did release it before, but yeah, it's not really in my collecting criteria because yes, I mean, I already got an ANA 7810 already in my collection already, so what's the biggie? But other than that, it should be a nice model for all the Japanese collectors who didn't got a chance to get this model on those past releases. Alright, so now we move on to our second, and then we have another 7810. Nothing really too special. They've been doing a lot of duplicates for this month. I'm not sure what's going on here. That aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 983 Alpha. So yeah, there's like a lot of releases. We got releases of Chinese airlines, US airlines, and then we get some Japanese airlines, Japanese 787s that are getting re-releases. So, I mean, duplicates, So, I'm quite shocked to see the amount of like duplicates for this month. But other than that, we'll be moving on. We'll be moving on to some other planes. And then we're moving on to our Tupolev Tu-154. So here's our Tupolev Tu-154 for Air Koryo, which, yeah, it's an airline in North Korea. They don't get as much attention given the fact they just only operate within North Korea to other various like destinations around like China and Russia. So there isn't really anything much. Like they never like they just only used Soviet-built aircraft, and that's it. They never got a chance to like take up on Western aircraft, which I don't think they'll do. But the Air Koryo livery looks actually very nice. And yeah, you can see like a cheat line over there, a cheat line that runs on the cockpit windows, and then you can see an anti-glare shield right there, and then yeah, you got the North Korean flag right there. So I never got a Tu-154 in my collection. I'm not sure if I want to try getting this model, but I'm not really quite sure. But that aircraft is registered Papa 552, and we have another Papa registration on the Tu-154, and I'm guessing it's Air Koryo. Yeah, that aircraft is registered Papa 551, which I think they did this registration back then. Like, I think they did a registration of this before. So, yeah, I think they did this before. I think that model was already sold out. So, I'm guessing they do the exact same registration, second release, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool livery once again. I think the Air Koryo livery, despite having a limited amount of routes, has a very nice livery, and they have a nice selection of aircraft, like Russian-built aircraft. They have the Tu-204, Tupolev 154, and then I think it was an IL-62 is what they have in their collection too, in their fleet too. But yeah, really cool right there. And yeah, but this is in the 1970s livery, so all these are 1970s liveries. I'm not sure if they still have this livery, or maybe they got transferred to their current livery. But yeah, really cool right there. And yeah, really cool model for all the North Korea. I selected amount of collectors, I'll say. Can't really complain. But yeah, so that is it for our NG models releases, standard quote unquote. But we have some NG lights to take a look at. So let's see what's at the next page for these NG light models. So let's see what they have to offer for the NG light. So let's get started first with our. Okay, so we're getting our. I'm guessing this is their first 747-400. So we're getting our 747. I deal with the 747-400. So this is just a blank model. So not really too special. You can actually make some customizations of this. I'm actually planning on getting this all blank 747 for all these all the various customizations I do. So really cool to see a passenger 747, probably like a charter, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but really cool to see them do a blank model 747 right there to start things off. All right, so moving on. Next, we have. Oh yes, this should be interesting. Well, yes, interesting, but I think they did an NG light on this model before. But we have the Boeing 747-100 in the house livery when it was first delivered. The first Boeing 747 right there, November 7470. So I'm guessing this is in the NG light. I'm seeing some things. City of Everett. So yeah, they did an NG light on this. Oh my god, I see an Asiana right there. Yeah, this is part of the NG Light series. They did this before, so when they first released the 747-100, but I'm guessing they're releasing it again. But we'll see on what this NG Light has to offer. I did see on the Qatar 777 Retro, they had all the various. They labeled it as an NG Light, but they had all the antennas and all the details. So I'm not sure what was going on with that Qatar, the Qatar Retro. But we'll see what the first 747 has to offer. Maybe it might have antennas and details, but judging by the image, the CGI image, I'm guessing it's not gonna be that. But other than that, really cool to see them do another release of the 747-100, the first 747 ever built. So yeah, really cool. And I did see an Asiana, and here we go, Asiana 747-400. What can I say about that? Oh man, Asiana 747-400. Wow, this is amazing. I always want NG to do an Asiana model, and it's really nice to see them do the Asiana 747-400. Oh man, this really brings me back memories because I flew on this aircraft from Manila to Incheon. I think it's the exact registration I've flown on. Let's see, Asiana 747, Hotel Lima 7428, farewell. Oh my god. It's Hotel Lima 7428. I've been on this aircraft. I actually flew on this aircraft. Oh my god, from Manila to Incheon back in. It's either between late June 2018 or July 2018. Oh my god. Wow, that is. I don't even have words, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this really brings me back memories so much. And yes, Asiana did retire the 747-400s back in March of 2024, and they did it on this aircraft, the exact aircraft I've flown on from MNL Manila to Seoul Incheon ICN. Ooh, wow, that is amazing. And if you haven't seen our flight report, then I'll pop it up on the top right corner, and then there's the thumbnail right there. But man, I don't even have words. I'll see how this model looks like. I might try to get this model, but we'll see how this model has to, like, if it's in the standard livery or with the antennas, or, but judging by the CGI image, I'm guessing it's not gonna have it. But other than that, I'll still get it. So that's our Asiana 747-400 right there. Man, what a registration that is, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Woo! And really glad to see them do some Asiana Airlines from NG. Wow. NG finally taking it on the Asiana now. Wow. That's awesome. Alright, moving on. Next up for the NG Light series, we have Asiana Cargo 747. That's another model on my list as well. Once again, also in the NG Light product line. And man, that's going to be another model to pick up soon. So really cool to see right there. And yeah, the aircraft registration is Hotel Lima 7421. Wow, that's another grab right there. So might also get this model as well. So that's the Asiana 747-400. I think it's a BCF or BDSF. Let's see. It's actually a 747-400M. But it's classified as like a BC, like a freighter aircraft, Asiana Cargo. Am I looking at it correctly? Okay, I'm looking at. They somehow got like Asiana 747-400M, so I'm not sure what's that. But there's the Asiana Cargo. It's a BDSF. What's the link? Wait a minute. Okay, I'm kind of confused. There's a 747-400M, but this is the Asiana Cargo 747-400. I'm guessing this could be a cargo variant, but we'll see what the next one. Okay, this one is different. So this is actually the 747-400M, technically, with a wardrobe mount function on the snow. So it has a mismatched nose cone. This is in the old Asiana livery. So yeah, really cool to see right there. But other than that, really cool to see NG taking it out, like doing their take on these Asiana 747s. And let's see what our first Asiana 747. And it's just a regular Asiana Cargo 747-400 right there. BDSF. I've seen these in SFO a couple of times whenever I'm there. I think they still send these. But really cool to see these aircraft. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the difference. I'm guessing, not sure if this is a CGI like a CGI image error, but it shows the exact registration. But I'm kind of confused about that. But yeah, we got the Asiana Cargo 747-400 BDSF right there. That aircraft is registered Hotel Lima 7620. So really cool. Yeah, I don't really have words. So yeah, really cool that NG models. Oh my god, I did see this and I did see this exact aircraft, Hotel Lima 7620 at SFO. Oh my god, what a turn of events right there. So really cool. So this aircraft I've seen in real life, so I'll pull up that picture right now. That is an awesome shot right there. Got some good lighting on that aircraft, and man, that is just another awesome shot in my spotting album right there. So I see this exact aircraft, but I think what's really more special is this one, the final 747 for Asiana, because I've flown on this exact aircraft. A lot of memories I had for that plane, and man, I don't really have words. So those are your Asiana 747s right there. Thank you, NG Models, on doing Asiana now. I hope I can see you do the A250, but man, really, memories. That's all I can really say. Memories with the Asiana 747. Whew, that's amazing. I know we've been 43 minutes into this video, but yeah, NG released some big things. Like, they released a lot of models, but what can I say? But yeah, moving on. Next up, I think we're moving on to our 787s now. I've seen some collectors. I think they got some of their models, cause I've seen NG did these they do these whatchamacallit, the commission requests. When those get approved by voting, then those are high potential of these models getting released from NG's releases. So we'll see what our first 787 is. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have our 787 Dreamliner in the Genshin Impact livery. They did release this in the standard version before, but they're releasing a NG Lite, so it does not have all the various there's details right on there. But yeah, I've heard of Genshin Impact before, but yeah. Let's see if I want to try to get this one because the first one was already sold out. But yeah, that might be in my list. But yeah, we'll see. I have never gotten an NG Light model before, but maybe that might change. So that aircraft is registered Bravo 209 Romeo, and yeah, once again, this is in the Genshin Impact livery. Alright, so now moving on. Our next model from the NG Light series is, and then we're getting the Air Canada Wish livery NG Light for the 787-9 Dreamliner. So same song, but the difference is less details. So we're getting that right there. Our next aircraft is, oh man, here we go. Oh man, this is gonna be something. So we got a Kiwanis Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the Yam Dreaming livery. Okay, now we're talking right here. So this is actually one of the models that was in the request form. Like, there was this model in particular was part of the NG models community tab, like the make a wish thing for NG models. This was in that release set. Really excited so yeah, for the person who requested this model, it's now there. So really cool to see right there. So we got our Qatar Yam Dreaming 787-9 Dreamliner. I would love to get this one. So that aircraft is registered, if I can find it, there it is, Victor Hotel Zulu November Delta. And yeah, long time since NG done a Kiwanis 787 Dreamliner, so really cool to see them bounce back on this aircraft. Hopefully we can see more in the future. But once again, that's in my collecting list. Alright, so now we move on. Let's see. Okay, that's it for the 787s, but we'll see what our 747-8 is. And that's going to be Yankee Tango right there. So this is the NG Light version of Delta Alpha Bravo Yankee Tango, the Lufthansa 747-8 retrojet. So yeah, I already have the standard version with all the antennas already, but yeah, this is once again a NG Light, so not a lot of detail as compared to before, but should be a cool model right there. And yeah, we'll be moving on to our A350s, and we got a lot of A350s on the same airline, so you know what it is. It's an Air India Airbus A350. What more can I say? So yeah, we're getting NG Lights of the Air India Airbus A350s right there. We got Juliet Victor Tango, Juliet Romeo Alpha, and yeah, we got like everything is all Air India A350s from judging by the hits list. So yeah, we got Juliet Romeo Alpha right there. Juliet Romeo, oh, excuse me. We got our second Asiatic A350. That's Juliet Romeo Bravo. We got Juliet Romeo Echo, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot, and Juliet Romeo Hotel. Oh man, I stuttered for a bit. But yeah, those are all the Air India's 5 duplicates of Air India A350s. What is this? That is like, oh my god. Never seen NG release 5 duplicates of the same aircraft and airline with different registrations. That is something I never seen. But yeah, this is NG Light. I'm not sure if collectors even collect NG Light in the first place, but yeah. Really cool right there. But yeah, those are your NG Light models right there. And with that, I think we have another one. Okay, so we get, whoa, we're getting some 1-200 now. Oh my god, no way. And then they're releasing, oh wow. They're releasing it. I'm guessing that's a, oh my god, that is a Southwest 737-700 1-200 model. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, so I did not see them hint out some 1-200 models, but yeah, that was it for like the 1-200 section, but now we're moving on to 1-200 land now. So we got our 1-200 Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. Yeah, this video is gonna be an hour long, so hang tight, guys. But yeah, we got our Southwest 737-700 right there, part livery. Alright, next up. So yeah, really cool model for all the collectors right there. Like, it's been a long time since we see the 1-200 Southwest 737-700. That aircraft is registered November 556, Whiskey November, skimitars with CFM engines. So yeah, part livery technically. So yeah, might as well get this because I mean I would like to get this, but I never flown with Southwest, especially on the 737-700s. But since it's a very highly popular model, might as well. I mean, I have not flown on one before, but that might change if I flown on Southwest Airlines. But yeah, really cool right there. Our next 1-200 model is, and then we have one with blended wiglets. Oh my god, where can I even begin about this? Okay, so not sure which one in particular I want to get, but that aircraft is now registered November 221 Whiskey November. I think they did this in 1-400 before, so yeah, really cool to see them. Yeah, they did this in their January 2024 releases, so really cool to see them do a 1-200 of the blended wiglet Southwest 737-700. So really cool right there. And now we're getting our KLM 737-700 right there. So yeah, nothing really too big, but it should be a good model for all the European collectors right there. That aircraft is registered Papa Hotel Bravo Golf Golf, and this aircraft is named, I'm not sure how I can pronounce this, Koenigseder. I'm not sure if I pronounce that correctly, but yeah, that's the aircraft name right there. Alright, so now moving on, our next 1-200 model is, there we go. Ooh, this is really cool. Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800 SkyTeam livery with split scimitars. So really cool that NG Mouse is doing this model in 1-200 scale, and I think they're the first one to release a SkyTeam with splits, because they did release a SkyTeam with blended, so they're now releasing it with a split scimitar version. So yeah, really cool right there. That aircraft is registered November 381 Delta November, and it does say it's the Delta's first 737-800 aircraft to receive the split winglets on a SkyTeam livery. But yeah, hopefully that's done in 1-400 next month, but we'll see. Alright, so that's our Delta split scimitar SkyTeam livery right there. Our next model is, and then there's the one with blended winglets. So yeah, there it is. They did release a Delta 737-800 with blended winglets in the SkyTeam livery way back in August 2020. So yeah, really cool to see them do a 1-200 model for this aircraft right there. And that aircraft is registered November 3761 Romeo. They did it on a different registration on this plane right there. So yeah, really cool. Hopefully that's also done in 1-400 as well, because we do need a re-release of this one. Alright, so our next 1-200 model, we have a Virgin Australia 737-800 with split scimitars right there. And yeah, just kind of go through these quickly since I don't collect as many 1-200 models. That aircraft is registered Victor Hotel Victor India Victor. And yeah, once again, this aircraft has split scimitar. Excuse me, this aircraft has split scimitar. So yeah, that's that. Our next 1-200 model is, and then we're having another one with blended winglets. That aircraft is registered Victor Hotel Victor Oscar Oscar. So yeah, nothing really to talk about too much. It's the same livery. I mean, it's not really much of a like a well-designed livery. I mean, it's an okay livery. I know the aircraft is like all white, and then you just got one primary color, like two colors on the aircraft, and like of the livery itself. But yeah, nothing really too special. The first one has splits, the other one has blended. So yeah, that's that. And then we're getting our Blake 737-900 ER. And yeah, the Blake 737-900 with blended winglets. So yeah, that's good for customs right there. We're also getting a KLM 737-800. I think that's a KLM 737-900. So yeah, that's the KLM 739 right there. That aircraft is registered Papa Hotel Bravo X-Ray Sierra. Yeah, another nice model for all these like Dutch collectors and European models collectors as well. And then we're getting one with the 100th anniversary sticker. That aircraft is registered. Oh, we're actually getting our. Before that, I do want to shift gears to our Kovac C919 in 1-200 scale blank model right there. But the KLM 737-900. Oh man, I'm talking too much. But that aircraft is registered Papa Hotel Bravo X-Ray Tango. So that's our KLM 739 right there, 1-200. And for our final model, this batch, we have the Kovac C919 in 1-200 scale. So yeah, a new Chinese airliner right there, but yeah, really cool to see them do a 1-200 model out of this aircraft. And we got another page, so let's see what the next page, maybe some other releases. And then we're getting okay, so this is different. So we got a China Southern oh my god, China Southern Kovac C919, but this aircraft is gonna be released in 1-100 scale. So it's a new scale for Edgy Balls, and I'm surprised that Edgy Balls is gonna be doing a 1-100 scale of a C919, and this is their first C919 for China Southern registered Bravo 919 Juliet. So it's really interesting to see Edgy Balls shift gears to 1-100 scale now. So I'm really surprised, but it's just a C919. We'll see if there's any 1-100 scales on like Western built aircraft like the 737. But we'll see, who knows, but that might come in the future. But other than that, that's gonna do it for the Edgy models November 2024 releases. And what a lineup, I'll say. There's a lot of like duplicates and a lot of models that I do want to get, especially for the international airlines. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure how my wallet is gonna survive this, But other than that, really cool release set. Really cool release set. Another good release set for NGs. Once again, like with all the duplicates on other stuff, and at least we got our fair share of like North American stuff. But I do want to make this quickly. Like, I want to finish this video quickly because I don't want this video to be an hour long. But the malls I will be getting are, if I can pull up. This is the first mall I'll be getting, Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900. The next mall I'll be getting is United 737 MAX 9. More particular, which one is it? Like the aircraft I saw. So the Cathay Pacific A350-900, the United 737 MAX 9 is my next pick. The Qatar Airways 777 Formula 1 livery right there, that's my other pick. The Air France Standard livery 777-300ER, more in particular, this one right here since I see this aircraft. So that is Foxtrot Gulf, Sierra Quebec Gulf. Hawaiian 787 November 781 Hotel Alpha, so really excited to get that. What else? AGR 747, yeah, AGR 747. That's while it's in the NG Lite, I will still get that alongside the cargo variant, the AGR 747-400 BDSF. Might try to get the Genshin Impact. That's kind of like on hold. Sorry, yeah, I'm dreaming. Sorry, Kiwanis, yeah, I'm dreaming. The name's almost like the Q is almost throwing me off. Like, Kiwanis 787, yeah, dreaming. There we go. Gosh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Might decide for those one turn malls. So the malls I will be getting once again, yeah. So the models I'll be getting is a Cathay A350-900, United 737 MAX 9, Qatar Formula 1 777, Air France 777, and Asiana Cargo 747-400 BDSF, and the Asiana 747-400. So it's honestly gonna be an expensive month if I forgot to mention the Hawaiian 787 Dreamliner is my other pick. But man, that's gonna be an expensive month for me, especially an expensive month for many of these international airlines. Oh my god, my wallet's gonna be... I'm not sure how my wallet is gonna survive this, but I might as well have to work extra hours. But other than that, still another good release set, and I'm really glad that NG Malls is continuing their job on releasing these malls for all these collectors out there. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. So, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.